Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 3rd and 9. 43. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Again, it's Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Jackson. Here's a diving catch right side. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. Now Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Harrison Butler for the Chiefs field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of loading behind it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal That's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. He'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and fourth down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on fourth down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. That is caught. He's got the first down and then some. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Pacheco is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Leads to second and goal. At the Ravens 2-yard line.
Edwards-Helaire trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. Across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. That's caught at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we reach halftime here at a 10-point. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter. And boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first? Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire on hit someone.
I thought the defense might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brandon Stevens there on the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Mahomes going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17. So this defense, Charles, quite a performance. Not working on a shutout, but they have still yet to give up a touchdown as they come up with the interception there.
But we've seen this from them before because you can move the ball on them through the middle of the field. But once you get into the red zone, that's where they really clamp down. They come up with the interception there, but you know about this crew. They're playing modern defense, taking care of the red zone, 3rd down, and getting after the quarterback.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Complete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, 62 yards. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half.
We're back now in KC, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Now Patrick going to change the play. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
Open man here, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And again, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Pacheco once more, and this time he will score. Touchdown, KC. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
They run once more with Edwards. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
And quickly, they get to the line. On second down, it's Edwards. And he's going to pull his way forward to the 48. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And now they're in the hurry-up. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jackson to throw. That is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine.
Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Mahomes. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Tucker now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
One final try from Mahomes. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final